I've said this a few times lately, but intellectualizing someone's past traumas as for a good excuse why they behave the way that they do in the relationship is damaging to you. You can understand someone's behaviors, you can understand someone's past, you can understand their trauma, even if they weren't the ones who shared it with you. Most of the time, with an avoidant, you didn't necessarily hear it directly from them. Maybe a family friend or maybe one of their siblings shared with you experiences that they had that led them to behave the way that they do. But they're not a child anymore, they're an adult. And we have to hold that adult fully responsible for the decisions that they're making. We have to hold that adult responsible for when they show up in a very dysregulated and hurtful way in a relationship. We have to be honest with ourselves about what we need in a relationship. We cannot continue to abandon our needs in order to make space for someone who does not have the ability to meet our needs. And so while yes, we can understand why they do what they do, and maybe they won't ever admit that that's the reason that they do the things that they do. But at the end of the day, we do have to move on with our lives. We have to protect ourselves because we have an obligation to ourselves as well. And when we allow a person like this so close in our life, we are giving so much emotional investment and we are getting very little to nothing in return, if not actually being treated poorly, which is leading to a negative inner self-image. The way that we feel about ourselves, the way that we see ourselves begins to diminish because we're allowing this person to mistreat us because of what we understand about them. So step outside of the intellectualizing and remind yourself that while I can understand their traumas, their hurts, their behaviors, I will not excuse them because I matter too, and I need to advocate for what I need in this relationship.